guys, welcome to another installment of Planner Addict Dilemmas. So you might be thinking, this is the most ridiculous dilemma I've ever heard of. How could the decision whether to decorate or not decorate your planner really be worthy of discussion? But bear with me, I think you'll find that it's not quite as preposterous as it may sound. This is my A6 Hobonichi in the knit up paint cover from the Hobonichi shop. If you saw my video on my new Hobonichi covers that I did a couple of weeks ago, you will know that this was originally white, yellow, and green, and I did this reckless dyeing experiment where I dyed it deep green, and I'm really happy with the results. This is how it turned out. So if you have been considering dyeing your A6 knit up cover, I would wholeheartedly recommend you to do so. So a bit of history. In 2015, I had a Hobonichi original, the full year version, and I used it for various different things. It started off as a home planner, then for a while I used it as a personal planner. Nothing quite worked out, but while I was using it, I decorated it with a lot of washi and stickers, so that after about 6 months, it was this thick, and it just started to get really lumpy and hideous, and I began to hate it. So with this traumatic experience in mind, in September 2015, when I went to place my order for my 2016 Hobonichis, I was trying to decide whether I wanted to try an A6 again as my personal planner or go with the weeks. So I ordered both of them. In the end, as you probably know, I ended up going with the weeks, which I've been really happy about, and that's just the perfect personal planner for me. But at the time, when I wasn't sure which one I was going to use, and I had the choice between ordering another full year Hobonichi or the Avec version where it split into 2 volumes, I decided to go with the Avec because I had in mind that if I was going to be decorating it a lot again, I didn't want the same thing to happen where it just got so lumpy and disfigured that it was not fun to use anymore. And that's exactly what the Avecs are designed for, because, you know, Hobonichi knows that a lot of people do decorate their planners and then they just, because the paper is so thin, if you put a sticker on or some washi, it like kind of doubles the thickness. So if you're doing that for the whole year, it will just become massive. So I got the Avec version, and then as it turned out, I ended up using the first volume as a gratitude journal, and I didn't decorate it at all. I just literally used a pen and that was it. Then for the second volume in July, I started to use it as a daily planner, and that worked out really well, and that's still how I'm using it now. And I think that I have found planner peace with the A6 Hobonichi after much experimenting and searching, because it really works perfectly for me as a daily planner. So for the first couple of months that I was using it as a daily planner, I didn't decorate it at all, possibly because I was kind of just following the model of what I've been doing with the gratitude journal, which the first volume had been used as, just pen and paper. Possibly because I felt like a daily planner wasn't really something that I needed to spend time on or, you know, have look beautiful. It's just a to-do list. Literally, I just list all of the things that I have to do from morning until night, and that's it. So somehow it didn't occur to me to decorate it. And maybe in the back of my mind, I also had the kind of, you know, trauma from the 2015 debacle. But as time went on, at first, let's see, I started occasionally, if I had like a random extra sticker, I would just put it on, but, you know, really just kind of the most minimal accent. And then after I went to the US and bought the Mambi Value Pack, I occasionally started putting on a Mambi sticker here or there, but you can see it was still like kind of almost no decoration. And so this was the point when I made my 2017 order for my Hobonichis, and by this time I decided that I definitely wanted to use the A6 as my daily planner again in 2017. I really like the idea of using all 3 different sizes of Hobonichis for different planning purposes, so it's kind of like my beautiful trifecta of planners, and it just makes me very happy having all 3 of them. So I decided to get the full year version this time because, as I said, the reason that I bought the Avec was just because I was concerned about the over decoration and having it get too fat. But at the time that I ordered this, as you can see, this is the beginning of September, there was no decoration going on. So I thought, well, I don't need to worry about that now. And if I have the choice, I'd always rather have a full year planner rather than 6 months, because I like to be able to look back over the whole year as it progresses. So whether or not I decide to keep this after the year has ended, and I might not, because in contrast to my other planners, this is literally just to-do lists. So, you know, it doesn't kind of give as full a picture of my life as my other planners, my work in my personal planner do, because they have appointments and they have notes and they have a lot more going on than this does. But nevertheless, over the course of the year, I really like to flip back and see like, oh, that was what I was doing in July. Because even though not that much time has gone by, somehow it feels like, you know, it's often easy to forget. And I can see like, oh, I was working on that. My goodness, I was so stressed about that. I thought I'd never finish that project, and now it's done and I've completely forgotten about it. So, you know, it kind of helps to put things in perspective, and it's just fun to see what you're doing. I guess that's kind of, you know, a big part of the appeal of journaling, and I don't journal, so this for me is kind of like a similar thing. So I wanted to have the whole year together, and I thought I don't have to worry about it getting really fat and bulky. But look what happened in October. So I think for some reason I just started to think, life is short, why hoard your stickers? And, you know, as you may know, I probably have enough stickers that if I didn't buy any for the next 10 years, I still would not run out. And I really, really love the Mambi value packs. And at first I was saving them and I thought like, oh, I won't use them until I've used up all of my other stickers. And then I'll just use Mambi packs from then on because they're so amazing and functional and they have everything I could ever want in a sticker. But then I was just like, I can't wait. It will be years before I can use them. So I started using them. And as you can see, as October went on, it kind of starts to get more and more decorative. Here I started using some full box stickers that I had. These are from Sea Salt and Paper, which is a UK-based Etsy shop that I'll link down below. And it was great because I don't have any other planners where I can use full box stickers. My other planners are all either smaller or I don't decorate them. I don't have anything like, you know, the Happy Planner where you have a nice big box that you can just put a full box sticker on. So this is perfect because, as you can see, even if I have quite a full day, this is like, I think, the fullest spread that I've ever had in this. Usually there's some room for stickers, and in a lot of cases, the full boxes, if I put them here or here, it just doesn't affect the writing space at all. So I was really enjoying that, and then I also really, really love the Mambi stickers, as I have mentioned. So then I started using checkbox stickers, and I was just like, why not have fun with it? Because, you know, I think part of the reason why we love planners is because they're kind of like a creative outlet, and even if you don't do elaborate, you know, really artistic spreads with everything matching and coordinated, like I don't, but I still like just like having fun putting stickers down, and that's kind of, I guess, the main thing that I do sort of for relaxation, and I just find it really therapeutic. And then it's nice having it on your spread. When you get to the day, you can see all of these nice stickers that you've put down. So I've really, really been enjoying that, and I feel like that kind of elevates it from just being, you know, basically a to-do list to being just this like kind of happy, colorful place that makes tasks more fun. And so I've kind of pre-decorated sort of up until the end of November, and that has just been really satisfying. So you can see this is where we're up to now, and I just love these Mambi stickers, as I have mentioned. So basically now I have reached a dilemma because, like, look at all of these awesome stickers. Like, isn't this happy? This just feels so much more like something that I, you know, would look forward to using than just a blank page. Although the blank pages in the Hobonichi are themselves really beautiful. I think that's partly because the paper is so nice, the Tomoe River paper, and partly because I really, really like the design of the Hobonichi pages. I like the font, I like the colors, you know, I like how the colors change from month to month. I like the layout, I like the grid pattern. So it's not like a blank Hobonichi page is the same as just a blank page of photocopy paper. I do really like them. I think they have their own aesthetic, but this is just so colorful and happy. So what is the dilemma? I've really been enjoying this, but this is the avec, as I mentioned, and the point of the avec is that you can, you know, put a lot of stickers in and nothing terrible will happen. So as you can see, I've only been using stickers like probably for less than half of the 6 months of the avec, right? For like maybe 2 months at most. This is how thick it should be. Like, this is how, if you see at the spine where my fingers are, this is how thick the actual avec is when it's unadorned. And then this is what it looks like now, like, you know, in the places where I've been putting the stickers on. So it is getting lumpy. It's not that noticeable because, as I said, I haven't been decorating it like hardcore for the whole entire time, and it's only 6 months. But you could imagine that if I was decorating my full year version for 2017 from the beginning of the year, it would get really bulky. And that was exactly why I bought the Avec in 2016, to avoid that happening. But now I have got the full year version for 2017. I've already bought it, so I've committed to that one. And so the dilemma now is, should I, when the year starts, should I start decorating it as I have been doing, which I've really been enjoying, in the knowledge that it is probably or almost certainly going to make the planner like really, really bulky and lumpy by 6 months in or sooner. I don't take this out with me, so that's not really an issue. It's just more the fact that like if it gets really big, I mean, if you've ever experienced this with a Hobonichi, then you know what I'm talking about. I think it doesn't look pretty anymore. It just looks like really ungainly. So I'm sort of worried about that. And then I also have this where I don't know if anyone else has this, but I feel like the Tomoe River paper is so beautiful. It's so thin. And it's just such nice quality paper that I feel like putting like kind of big chunky Mambi stickers on it somehow makes the pages feel unbalanced. Like you can see here. So here I've like put these stickers on. You can see that it's stiff. Like this has a completely different consistency, like feeling than the paper that doesn't have the stickers on. Like you can see it's almost like it's become cardboard because this paper is so stiff. If you put stickers on, say like a Happy Planner page or a Doki Book page or, like some other paper that's a lot thicker, then you would hardly notice it. But because this paper is so thin, it really makes a big difference. So that is kind of an issue that I've been thinking about. So I'm curious to hear what other people think about that, because if you decorate your Hobonichi, I don't know if you've had this feeling or not. I kind of feel like the paper is so like thin and delicate that it almost feels like you're kind of ruining it to put like big fat chunky stickers on. So that's kind of a separate issue. This is something that I've been thinking about even as I've been using this, because I really like the look with the stickers, but then I feel like maybe Tomoe River paper isn't the right kind of paper to be decorating with stickers because it's so thin. Just from an aesthetic perspective, before you even get into the issue of it getting really thick and bulky. And then obviously you have that issue as well. So I have two choices. Unfortunately, I've got a bit of time to think about it, but before January comes around, I really want to decide, because I don't want to have like half the year full of stickers and then the other half of the year plain, because that would be even more annoying. So basically the choices are, do I just keep decorating like this and say, who cares, I'll end up with a fat hobo, that's fine. I'll just accept it as the price that I pay for having these awesome decorations. Or do I want to keep it nice and sleek and minimalist and have the planner be the same size at the end of the year as it was at the beginning of the year, and just have pages that look very, very plain, and occasionally put like 1 or 2 stickers down and that's it, and just have it look like this, which would not be terrible. I think it's also a nice look. Like I said, I like the aesthetic of the Hobonichi page, but it just, I guess, makes me feel like I would be sort of taking away from some of the fun of planning, because if you have the space and it doesn't take a lot of time, then it really just brightens up the page and it gives it a completely different look. Like you have this on the one hand and then you have this on the other hand. And because I don't decorate my other 2 main planners, I don't decorate my work planner or my personal planner, this is really like kind of, the only chance that I can just put whatever stickers I want down without worrying about whether they fit in, or because I do decorate my home planner, which is the Jewish calendar that you've probably seen before. That's like completely decorated, but that has very small horizontal boxes for the days, and so I wouldn't be able to put in a sticker like this, for example. And that also is like pretty much just for appointments and events, so I can't use a lot of these, like the to-do stickers, the check boxes. I can't use any of those kinds of stickers, so I feel like a lot of the stickers that I have sort of would go to waste because I don't have anywhere to put them, because the one other planner that I decorate, it just doesn't work for those types of stickers, and I really like using them. So this is just the perfect place to use them, because I can use the to-do checklist, I can use this kind of checklist. This is also from the Mambi Value packs, which I'm just so totally in love with. This type of sticker, I can really just use any kind of sticker that I feel like, because there's enough room and, you know, it fits well. So like this, that is awesome. Where else could I use that? So that is the dilemma. And I'm just going to keep thinking about it over the next, I guess, nearly 2 months, which fortunately I have until I have to make this momentous decision. So I hope you enjoyed this little slice of planner addict madness. Let me know if you have any thoughts on the matter, or if you have experienced a similar dilemma. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back again soon. Bye!